The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return.
Georgia Bulldogs will take over. First and 10.
A first down for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Young. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Back to throw, it's back. Looking down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
And back to the air on second down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Georgia.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to add another. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And it's perfect. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll return it. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. Has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. The Monarchs come to the line in the hurry up. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. At the 40, there he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll throw it from the red zone. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Old Dominion. The best way I can think of to describe this cat, he's like a human get-out-of-jail-free card. He'll make it work no matter the circumstance.
And so as a defense, Reese, I mean, you've got to be aware of what this guy is doing at all times. I mean, if he's not just staying in the pocket and he takes off, you've got to have bodies flying to the football. And stop worrying about these wide receivers because this guy is dangerous with his legs.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Kick coverage team was ready in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take the knee in the end zone. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally...
And let me know before you quit so I can clip your side.
How to go get it and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Offense in an empty set. Quarterback checking off. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team there.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to...
And the Monarchs will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Young. Nowhere to run on that final timeout of the half. Now on 2nd down. Movement from the linebackers trying to... On 2nd down, looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
Washed up old guy. I heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throws toward the end zone. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
3rd and long is difficult. You have to push the ball down the field. Nothing worse than watching people dink and dunk on 3rd and long and get tackled and run the punt unit on. I like the aggressiveness. Try to push the ball down the field. It's not the worst thing in the world. You throw an INT, it's kind of like a punt.
I love that play call. Quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his man. It's Young. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Caught over the middle. It's Bell. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback does it. 44 on 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 2nd down coming up. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Zings it complete to the right.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Etienne. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up first and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. But this passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
And he tacks on the
Hey, are you happy you just tied the game against Old Dominion?
Really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. He wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. Oh, picked off. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll come out throwing on first down. He just got rid of the football. I'm not sure what he was doing. They're going to get him for grounding. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to pass, it's back. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. Trying to take it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. The Monarchs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
Grabbed over the middle. It's love it. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We've got to figure something out. We've got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. Dumps it to the back. That's reeled in. It's Young. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Young.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
You know, athletic tight ends today are such a premium in college football. Not only can these guys block, but you see this tight end and his ability in the open field, the wiggle that he has to make people miss. Don't see that too often.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. And the Monarchs want to pick up the tempo. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? And the throw out to the sideline. Good for just a few yards. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go. No push. Big stop by the defense.
They get him down after he makes the catch. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to throw, it's back. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Reads it, fires complete. Turns it on in midfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Running back goes in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. Gets it out fast. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Etienne. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Dropping back, it's Beck. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail beat Coffin.
The fake, and he wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
They're trying to get to it. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. The Monarchs moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air on 1st down. He lets it fly. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop him. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the old Ncaa, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the UL Monroe Warhawks, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye team.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
On third down, he drops the throw. Makes the catch. It's well. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On fourth down, going to the air. Finds his man enough for the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
It's in the hurry up. They'll run it from the gun. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Got his man on the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Unloads it left. He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And that's a great lesson for young quarterbacks out there. You don't have to force every football deep down the field. I know it's 3rd and long, and that play definitely is designated to go to a wide receiver somewhere, but hey, check it down to your running backs. These guys are great athletes, and they can make good things happen when you give them the ball in space.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
That makes the score. ULM 7, Ohio State 0.
Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
First down here for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Howard. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Running back searching for a hole. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. They want to run it left here. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
He got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They're bringing, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Offense will take over 1st and 10.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Going up top on 1st down. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
And they tried the surprise onside to start the second half. And this game's a great game. It's been back and forth, tie football game. Maybe trying to jumpstart yourself, but I'll tell you what, now you've put your defense in a bind. Let's see how they respond.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Howard. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This game really has turned into a defensive struggle, and both defenses right now are just absolutely dominating. That time, nice job using his pass rush moves, getting to the quarterback, and they just look like they cannot be blocked right now up front.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Scott. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Yeah, and I wish I could tell you, Palmer, that that was a beautiful throw. And the quarterback threw it with a strong rocket arm, and who covered him? Like, he's wide open. What do you do when you see that guy that wide open?
Listen, it's hard enough to cover that guy anyway. Look how big he is. He's a tight end, right? He's a matchup problem anyways, but you cannot let him run scot-free, especially right over the middle of the field. That's just way too easy for him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Got some room line. Touchdown, Ohio.
There's a little bit of skill to find that hole, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Right down the middle. Got his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
Unloads to the right. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
But this is just the type of field position this offense wants. With jet sweep pass. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
That's the end of the third quarter play with the score. Ohio State 14.
Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. They want that clock to run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Finds his man. It's Judkins. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. They'll go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Will Monroe has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Feeling some heat. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a snag by the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He is stopped behind the... They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, ULM.
It's 1st down from the 11. Looking to move it through the air. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done different.
Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on the 2nd-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Falcons will kick it off to get us underway. Fair catch, called for and made. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. At the 35, he's got room. Can anyone catch him? The 20. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Falcons will hustle to the line. The back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Carson. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, 3rd downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
On the option. Now the pitch. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 7, Air Force 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Dropping back, it's Busha. Caught. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
And had they not picked up that 1st down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see who can get 6.
That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. 4th and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he wants it all. And it's caught inside the 15. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They needed a bunch on fourth down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Air Force. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too...
Afterburner's coming. He's at the 40, the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he's going to run it back. Didn't find any crease in... And he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. Runs through the tackle. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This defense will try to keep everything in front. The give to the lone running back. Breaks the tackle. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harrison. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half. So find something really quickly you can go to.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Georgia 21, Air Force.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Harrison. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Air Force. Number 39 with the reserve.
PAT unit on the field.
The kicker on 26 to 1.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking for space. It's Etienne. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Going to the ground. Oh, it's out! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They'll give it to the back. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
He breaks a tackle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the first.
Now on first down from the 28. Using his feet. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. To throw, it's Busha. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Tackle is made after the 1st down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
The give to the fullback. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Hand off to the fullback. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding 1st and goal. What do most people do on 1st and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, bro. Not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
Looking for a man. It's Busha. Going for 6. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's dealt. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. They'll test the right side. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
To the ground with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yard. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Leaves it with the back. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll try to get it through the air. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to fire to the left. Touchdown, Dogs! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. You know, there's no real reason to panic. Welcome to Fayetteville, and whoop, pig suey as the Arkansas Razorbacks are ready to take the field. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the UTEP Miners, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Miners will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped. down for this offense. These corners backing off a bit. Give to the back. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. To the air. It's Green. Unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, own territory, going for it. Defense playing a bail technique. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Going deep. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Miners racing to the line in the hurry up. Looking to throw, it's Locklear. Pass on the way, it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Blasted as he lets it go. And that pass is intercepted. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly to the tight end. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Gain of 5.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing it around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to do.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Looking to throw, it's Green. He'll pull it down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They go to the ground. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Fights off a defender. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Looking for space, it's Jackson. Bulls his way forward. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Razorbacks trying to cash it in on first and goal. Back to throw, it's Green. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. He wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Let's see what they've got on second down. To the air. It's Locklear. Lets it fly. Wide open downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And here comes the offense on second down. On the run, it's Jackson. And the Miners will move the sticks. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Now from inside the red zone. Pocket starts to collapse. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Now after the misfire, it leaves him with 3rd and goal from the 3. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ncaa. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. corners are going to bail. Wants to throw. It's Green. He looks that one in nicely. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's going to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And it's caught inside the 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He's looking to throw it. Pulls it in. It's hot. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And it's no good. He missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ncaa has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to move it through the air. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, Miners. They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Looking for a man. It's Green. Looking left. He makes the catch. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. Keeps looking downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Looking to throw on second down. Fires left. He's got an open man. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He'll just keep slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their feet.
This has been a tight one. 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking to pass. It's Locklear. He's got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The Miners want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Goodman. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Comes out throwing on 1st down. They're bringing heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. And the Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. On the run, it's Jackson. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. And now on 1st down after converting with the run. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFA.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They'll try to blast their way in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. He's got it. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock.
And sometimes I think there are decisions, and you've got to make the tough decisions, and that's your job. That's why you get paid the big bucks. But I'm taking the lead. I'm kicking the field goal. I'm taking no chances.
Touchdown, Ncaa! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for them.
They'll need to be very sound here. Limit this return and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Starting to feel a little pressure. He wants a big play here late. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown,